Hey yo, divine earthlings of the universe. What is up? What is up? What is up? It's 8:44 a.m. I'm only showing you guys that because this is my sixth time trying to do a message. And it's due to some distractions. And then this last time, Spirit was like, clear the energy. Start it over. I'm like, okay. Because I actually had some cards from the previous ones, but I just wasn't called to roll with it. So I'm going to clear this energy out. I already prayed and saged over this space actually, but we going to cleanse the cards here, cleanse the energy out. All right. As I start, I am overcoming a cold, so thank you for bearing with me ahead of time, dealing with my voice, or if I clear my throat throughout this process. I appreciate each and every one of you. And as I start, I want to put my disclaimers out that I am not a psychic. I'm just a messenger. I'm here to provide the purest love and light energy from the Most High Creator, the Source, my spiritual team, guides, God, Gaia, and the universe, the Most High. So this is never in any way, shape, or form to impose my feelings, thoughts, or beliefs into your life. That is not, excuse me, that is not what I'm here to do. Your free will, your discernment, and your intuition are all key factors. So do not fit the Cinderella slipper if it don't fit. And don't eat the food on the plate if you don't like it, okay? One reader, you may resonate with another reader, which is a-okay with me. Find the reader that's best for you. Okay. So I'm going to start. So basically the gist of this message is your silence is a virtue. Your silence is a virtue. You ain't speaking a lot like you used to speak, okay? Excuse me. When you did speak before, it possibly wasn't supposed to be told to the people that you were confiding in. We say our prayers. We have our personal goals, our personal, just our personal goals, and people that we tell these things to, that we feel like they would never try to harm us behind the scene or not want those things to happen for us or get jealous when they do happen for us. So you got people who become foes. It's a lot of frenemy energy that's been coming through lately. A lot of frenemy energy that is getting exposed. That is why you also keep to yourself, because you don't mingle. I'm hearing mingling with the rich folks. It's like you don't care to mingle with the rich folks, even if you know that these people, if you speak to them, you could get somewhere. You could get ahead really fast if you start mingling with the rich folks, right? But see, you see richness in character versus if this person is just rich. And a lot of people out here kind of see that dollar sign richness versus the richness of someone's character, and or they'll see the richness of the qualities. Or put it this way, I'm hearing they'll see the richness of the quantities versus the richness of the qualities that that person may possess within. So you've learned how to not speak because you've been seeing a lot. And the people that you used to speak to, they don't know what's going on with you, Divine Collective 434 on the timer. They have no idea what is going on with you now. So they can only speculate what's going on. Because before you used to say everything, even with your spiritual walk, you used to express what's going on. You used to express how you're receiving downloads. you used to express their lives to them. Like what the goodness that you saw used to lead and guide. Okay? And so with this message that I've been trying to put out, the cards that came out previously were like, one was like Spirit Speaks, and one was Religious Leaders. It was from this deck. Spirit Speaks, Religious Leaders, Pastor came out. Prayer Warrior came out. And from what I got was like, you're someone who Spirit speaks to. So you took heed to when Spirit speaks to you. A lot of people can have Spirit speaking to them 5:55 on a timer, and they'll take heed to it, and they'll sit with it, I'm hearing, and they'll be told to guide and lead from these messages from Spirit. But it's somewhere down the line that I'm hearing static gets on their line and their frequency, and or they meet a divine collective like yourself, and they don't understand how, I'm hearing, starting to compare their path with you. And see, you even notice that. You notice when people start to compare their path to you. And you're like, why are you comparing your path to me? That's not what we're here to do. You got the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. See, Spirit already showing up here. The Hierophant is already here. You're a leader. I'm trying to tell you, you're here to lead and guide. The same energy is kind of coming through. You're here to lead and guide. People look up to you. And as a leader and a guide, you've learned how to not speak on a lot. People don't understand why you're not speaking to them or opening up about your love life, your family life, your work life, what you have what you're working on, or just why you just don't post a lot anymore, why you don't reach out, call anymore. People are kind of confused here. And it's because you're a Hierophant. It's like Hierophants are, you just kind of keep to yourself. You're a lead for people, but you keep into yourself. Which can be hard, because it's kind of like, well, I'm out here leading for other people. Who can I turn to? Because the people that you possibly turn to have turned against you. In some capacities, whatever capacity that may be. All right, Spirit Team, what else we got? So 434-2, it represents personal growth, communication, and positive change as a result of hard work. It's a sign to trust your intuition, stay open to new opportunities, and put an effort to manifest your dreams into reality. Excuse me. Strive for balance and use your communication skills to evolve and succeed. See, the way you communicate to people makes you successful. The way you love people makes people love you. The way you approach people makes people feel like they can approach you, that you're approachable to speak to. The way you teach people makes people actually learn lessons instead of feeling like you're talking them down. They actually take heed to what you're saying. Like, you're a real teacher out here, Divine Collectives, and you've taught a lot of people in your walk on your mission that you used to even grew up with, were really cool with, close to, that you were in a relationship with, that you worked with. But I'm getting like you got singled out or something took place. It's a lot of frenemy energy in the divine collectives. And if it's not you actually having frenemies or experiencing it yourself, it could be someone that you closely know experiencing this. Like I always say, don't force the fit. But the way you communicate to people allows people to realize if they're hanging with foes or if they're a frenemy. It's something about your leadership that pinpoints that. And some people know why you stopped speaking to them, because they know what they did behind your back. And they know that you this hierophant energy, and why you stop leading them or guiding them or stop hanging with them or stop speaking to them. You're evolving, you're connected to source. 1111 on the timer is like you're focusing on your wishes and your purpose. And on people that actually truly love you, because not everybody is a foe or a frenemy. It's just unfortunate when you realize the close bonds that you had or the loving relationship that you thought it was becomes a false person, basically. The Emperor showing up here too. You this whole ass Emperor out here, Divine Collective. You a whole ass Emperor or Empress out here who's a Hierophant status. See, people cannot cross you. They thought that they could, but they quickly finding out that you're not speaking on it. Like your presence alone, I heard your silence is a virtue. You've been silent. I'm hearing silently progressing, and I'm hearing your silence is a threat. Yeah, your silence is a threat because people don't know how you're progressing in your spiritual leadership as a Hierophant. They know that you got status, but they don't know how you're progressing. So they're kind of like trying to figure out. But yeah, you got 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Exactly. You're definitely progressing here into your wealth and your entrepreneurship. It's like you planted your seeds and you're actually watching them grow. And then you have 9 of Wands that came out. You're keeping up your boundaries firm. Yeah. You're even keeping your pentacles, that whatever you're flourishing here, that's even kept under wraps. People don't know what's going on with you. They don't know what your love life, your love life could have been looking like Who Shot John, okay? And forgot to actually make sure he was gone before they walked away. But John lived, okay? So they probably thinking, oh, your love life is over. But your love life is still persevering and lasting. Like you have a lot of goals. Oh, the Divine Collective never going to do that. Because when I talk to Divine Collective, they still not there. And now that Divine Collective is not speaking, they don't know what your goals look like anymore. And see, some of these people could have been sending evil eye energy as well. Bear with me, guys. So, you got people out here who became frenemies, sending you evil eye vibes as you pursue your divine mission. But that's okay. Because your status people want your status. And see, these are people who claim to support you, looking all into your life. You had to keep boundaries up from people, even from people that you looked up to in leadership. You had to start holding your firm boundaries towards people that you actually trusted in, which is unfortunate, because you realizing like, okay, well, if I can't trust you, who can I trust here? I'm hearing, who can I run to by escape? Like, who can I run to when I need to be loved, when I need to be held, when I need to have a shoulder to cry on, when I want to express my happiest moments to? Who can I run to without feeling like they're low-key hating on me or low-key don't want to see this happen for me at all? And that's why your silence is a virtue. I know that being silent can feel like you don't have anybody to speak to. And there could be some people that you are speaking to. But it's to a point where the people that you do speak to might be new people that just entered your life that you didn't even think you was about to start opening up to this person. But even then, you're kind of like tiptoeing around that. But it's like spirit is replacing old connections in your life that became frenemies. But this time, it's like you know what to say and what not to say. Because you had to stop speaking to some people that you were so close to, that you grew up with possibly, that you had, excuse me, a long romantic relationship with, or just a long bond with, that you work closely with. Because these people start doing things behind your back. And it's really because your Hierophant, Emperor, Empress status here, High Priestess here, energy, and what you could build. People were really jealous of your aura. And so you have to defend yourself. How you defended yourself was by just creating a healthy boundary not to speak. That's what I'm receiving too. Because you don't like to fight. You rather just stay quiet. You'll speak what you have to speak, but at the same time, you realize, I don't need to speak nothing. So your silence is like a threat more than anything. Excuse me. And these people low-key hate that you're not letting them know the ins and outs of your life anymore. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm kind of multitasking. Just bear with me. Okay, so let's shuffle here and get a message. What else, Spirit, for this particular message? Thank you. And thank you guys for bearing with my voice. And as I clear my throat at times, I appreciate it. If you're going to get in touch with me, my email is in the description. I do not have comments on my posts at this time. Some people probably thought you already speak to them, because I'm hearing something about their Nine of Pentacles here. Some people have things flourishing that thought you would speak to them, but you're still like guarded towards these people. And this is how people know that you are really a true Emperor, Empress, High Priest, Hierophant status. Like, they don't have an army of people around them. I'm hearing you're an army of one. It's one person on all these cards besides the Hierophant. People come to the Hierophant for guidance. People are coming to you for guidance. And some of these people who spoke down on you or became frenemies want to come to you for guidance because they pretty much betrayed you in particular ways with people who were frenemies towards you. Damn. See, you took a leap of faith when you got hurt. Thank you, Spirit Team. You had to take a leap of faith. You took the fool's way. And this leap of faith, you didn't know where it was going, where you were headed. You were kind of scared to go off this cliff, but you still did it. And this hurt is what really, you got stabbed in the heart. That's why you stopped speaking to certain people too. It could have been 3 people. This 3 of Swords energy here will make sense of why you stopped speaking. You've been hurt so many times to where you're like, no, I'm not about to speak up. I'm not about to say anything. I'm not about to share no good news. I'm not about to even say if my car note is paid off. Like even the littlest things. Like if you win a lottery, you're not going to say that. You saying nothing. If you pregnant, you probably not going to say nothing either. It's kind of like to the point where people are not going to know anything about your life until it is like, oh, you had a baby? Yep. Well, how old? 3 months. 3 months? I didn't know you were pregnant. You know, or if you get a job opportunity to move to a different state, people gonna think, oh, when did you move? I didn't know you moved. Oh, I've been living here for like 6 months now. It's like people don't know anything. You got the Chariot here. Things are coming in. Some of these people want to come back into your life who hurt you. Thank you, Spirit Team. What else we got? I'm hearing life is so different. Your life is so different now since you took this leap of faith and put this heartbreak behind you. It's like you really do stuff by yourself. And you're focusing on your leadership, divine mission as well. And people are still looking and seeking your guidance. And like I mentioned earlier, sometimes it's hard to be a leader and guiding people and not feeling like you have anyone to express yourself to. And that could cause heartbreak too, just because you don't know who to trust. And then the people that you really poured into and spoke a lot of life into, you're realizing that they don't do that for you, or they never did. So you're like, what's the point of speaking? What I'm also receiving is a lot of people who you utilized your time, energy to, but I'm getting more so you made yourself available. So the people that you made yourself available to, they are missing the fact that they can't come to you and speak to you. Some people are like, I need to speak to Divine Collective, but I don't have the opportunity anymore. You're not there. And these people are realizing that they hurt you in some kind of way with this 3 of Swords energy. Because again, your silence is also a threat to people who were only utilizing your aura, your Hierophant, Emperor, Empress status here to gain their wealth into flourish in life. Hold on here. Certain books have different meanings here for their. And I went right to the Nine of Pentacles. So I'm going to look in this particular book. So this Nine of Pentacles, because this is what people miss. You make them feel stable in a lot of ways. It says Nine of Pentacles, a woman with a bird upon her wrist stands amidst a great abundance of grapevines in the garden of a great house. Prudence, safety, success, accomplishment, discernment. See, you were people's discernment. You were their ear of discernment, I'm hearing, of how to stay abundant and successful. And see, a lot of people took you for granted for that. And that's why I heard a lot of people want to speak to you, because you teach them how to be abundant and successful. You pour it in and they flourish with it. But when you spoke to people about what you wanted to do to be successful, it was like on fallen ears. Like these people heard you, but they didn't care if it truly took off for you. Or they supported you to a degree. I'm hearing sportsmanship, like they was on a same team or something. So you would speak to them about your plans or your goals. It's crazy that people are showing up for who they are. There's a lot of frenemy energy being exposed. And see, the people that you're no longer speaking to or that became a frenemy to you, they have a lot of frenemies that are being exposed to. Spiritual birth. And this heartbreak could be coming in because you got Three of Swords with the Chariot. So heartbreaks could be coming in. Seven of Pentacles, what they built. These people are looking at what they built. Let me shuffle and get one more message from this deck. Thank you, Spirit Team. Amen. One more message. Some people really want to know what you're doing. That's what I'm hearing. You took a leap of faith away from this heartbreak. Look, turned over. You put it to rest. Like you put these burdens to rest here. Damn, you put this to rest. This was a burden to you. And I'm hearing that people wanted you to be burdened. And just like, the fact that you're not speaking to people is making them upset. Some of these people think, some of these people are kind of, flattering themselves by thinking your silence they put you to rest because you're silent now. Like you have too many burdens because of the heartbreak they caused you. So therefore you're not going to proceed and move on. That's what I'm also receiving. Like it's kind of flattering themselves that the heartbreak they caused you, or this foe energy, frenemy energy, whatever they did here, with your silence, they feel like you're over, like you're not You feel too burdened to continue. But if these people only knew you, this Hierophant, you don't have to speak a lot to get your 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you started to plan ahead. See, you got plans. You're making plans. And see, these people, the 7 of Swords, the sneaky energy, these people were sneaky trying to see what you had planned. Like I said, even if you do like a vision board and stuff like that, people were trying to sneak and see your plans so they can steal from you possibly, or betray you, hurt you, pray, quote unquote, for you, but not actually praying for you. Not wanting you to get ahead of them. So you got a lot of people out here who don't know anything else about what's going on in your life. Yep, 5 of Swords. You ain't even trying to fight out here. I'm hearing that these people are fighting a losing game. I'm also hearing that it's unfortunate that you have to be silent. See, your silence is a threat. And what it's also showcasing is a lot of frenemy energy out here. Because when you go silent as a divine collective source in this world, when you go silent to people, it is a silent threat, because you don't put threats out to people. You don't threaten anyone's mission, anyone's personality. You don't threaten anything. See, people feel threatened by your voice, because when you speak, you do speak truth and knowledge, and you real and you raw, and you can be blunt. You speak the truth. Because, I mean, that's just what you're here for. You put truth out into the world. A lot of people aren't ready to hear the truth, even about themselves. So that's like a threat. So it also creates, excuse me, it also creates people to not like you. And the people that don't like you are those people, I'm hearing that don't even like themselves, to be honest. So you just be like, okay, you just are learning to sit alone, be alone, and speak to your spiritual team alone, and not share your spiritual gifts with anybody. Yeah, march on. You still out here marching on. Keep moving forward and continue to advocate for positive change. Your community still needs your dedication and effort. Yep. Despite all of that, you know your community still needs you. That's why you still leading as the Hierophant. And look at the sea of people that you're touching. See, a lot of people think you got to speak a lot to touch a lot of people. Sometimes you just got to speak less, and you creating a whole monumental movement out here. Because your presence speaks more than anything. Okay, march on. Let's see what else we got. I knew this card was going to show up again. Police. This is your guardian protection. You got 24-hour protection around the clock. On your divine mission. And you are being protected from these people that are always trying to pry in. Spirit, what else we got for this message, please? you, Spirit Team. Amen. Save your own. Ensure your people are kept safe, even in the most difficult and dangerous circumstances. So you're just learning how to be there for people and save people. I'm hearing no matter how difficult it gets in your own life, you're still out here saving people's lives. That is the definition of your character. Your character is still out here saving people's lives, even though you've been heartbroken. And you don't have nobody to really turn to at times. It's crazy. See, you got religious leader here. Religious leaders. This card came out as well last time. A group supporting a pastor, giving sermons, and engaging with the community. See, you're a leader out here. But what I'm also receiving is that you have leaders looking for you to lead. Again, you're the Hierophant, so that would make sense. These leaders are looking for you to lead. And these some high quality leaders. But they still need your guidance, because you're the only one who can do it. You're the only person that can guide a nation of people to march on. Fatherly protection is here. A present and strong father can boost his child's self-esteem by providing, by providing safety and security at home. Family recipes. Family favorite recipes are not only written down for measurements, but also to preserve the memories attached to them. So you have a presence of a fatherly protection. You are providing self-esteem, like people to feel secure in themselves, but you're also allowing people to look at their childhood traumas, if anything, and learn how to heal those traumas. Like if somebody had an absent mother, absent father, you are like that person who steps in for them to heal that part of themselves. If it caused low self-esteem in their lives or whatever it may have caused, and you give them this sense of security, you're helping them rebuild or build up new family recipes. Even though this is about food, but you're giving them something, a new traditional, or I'm just hearing like new traditions. You're birthing new traditions into a lot of families with your healing leadership. And that's why these leaders still need you. So it's like you're like this high leader, but you also need someone that you can turn to and lead you in your times of need. Even with your family recipes, it's like you might have a family that you're around every day, but you don't even know your own family recipes, or your family, you still trying to heal your own family. So it's like a lot of things that you still are seeking fatherly love, motherly love, or people that you love who you cannot no longer turn to. You're realizing there was a lot of things that just weren't what's up, and see the trueness of your character. And this is why people know you're probably not speaking to them, because you don't stop speaking to people just because. It's something that has to happen. So you just sitting there, and it's a lot of things in your life that a lot of people don't know anymore. Point blank and period. You got a lot of divine protection around you. People cannot just walk into your home. They can't just come up to you and have a conversation. Now you are definitely approachable, But these people can't approach you unless they real, because you got security all around you. And people know, like, even if they do approach you, you're not going to say anything. I'm hearing mom's the word. Like, they're not going to get a lot out of you like they thought they would. Or you just not fazed by contacting people like that. Like, you're not fazed about it. The only thing that you're focusing on is marching on and healing this world. And being a healer, a leader. And your pinnacles, like your own wish fulfillments here, your own success here. But some of these people, you were pouring into their success. Visionary. Take time to consider and strategize for your future. Have confidence in your aspirations and ideas. If you have more confidence now, Grandpa's lessons. You teaching people. You definitely out here teaching people some life lessons. He emphasizes the importance of being polite, courteous, and principled. Yep. This is your energy. You're the visionary for this. You're the visionary to teach the importance of being polite, courteous, and principled. And a lot of these people were not polite to you. They were not courteous. They missed the principal fact here of praying for you, but not praying for you when you just pray for everybody. So Spirit has told you to zip it. Keep your prayers to yourself, your vision board to yourself. I like that. I did say vision board, and you got the visionary card. Your visions, you don't have to speak those. People gonna see it when you flourish, because you do got the 9 of Pentacles on the board. Okay, Spirit told me go one more time. Spirit, one more time. Thank you, Spirit team. Amen. One more card, please. You got people that you just spoke so much life into, and that little nugget changed their life forever. Forever. Look, teach. Because you know how to teach people. But I'm also hearing, like, now you're teaching these people a lesson. Even though you told them about their life, like if you said, hey, this career is for you, you should pursue it, or, you know, you should do that, you know, teaching them how to pursue it, or speaking that life into them. And it's changed their life tremendously. And you've seen things flourish. That's why those people wish they could speak to you again, because there was something about what you said that changed them. But see, when you started to change, see, people think you changed because you no longer speak. But it's not that you changed. It's just you started to see between the lines that a lot of people only spoke to you because you were a Hierophant, an emperor status, because your energy, excuse me, because your energy causes movement, momentum, status, success, abundance, brings in love opportunities, networking opportunities, just endless opportunities, great energy, great vibes. Your energy alone does that for a lot of people in their lives. And they would wish they could speak to you so they could continue that. And see, because you planted so much fruits in their garden, and they're eating these great ass fruits that are replenishing and everything. But I'm hearing that it's like slowly dying off because you're no longer there to speak to. And now you just standing in your garden with your birds and your pinnacles and your fruits of your labor being harvested. And you're out here teaching. Still, you're teaching generations. Again, grandpa's lessons. This is what you're teaching. You out here teaching grandpa's lessons. Guide children and instill valuable life and academic lessons in them. You're teaching your family how to lead. Look, cards on the table. Now, you got some people who was sitting at your table. Again, those frenemies. They knew every card you had on your table. Every prayer that you said. Every love life. Every accomplishment that came your way. They knew. They saw every card on the table. And it says maintain honesty and openness with others to foster truth and understanding in your relationships. Some people weren't being truthful though at this table. And it could have been, like, I always see this card and I see this lady. You had people prying in at this table who didn't fit in at that table. And so, going back to frenemy energy, you could have been close to some people here who became frenemies, and or you were close to someone who had people around them but did not like you, and it was frenemy vibes. And that's why you became silent as well, because you wasn't about to tell anything to nobody that's hanging around people when you are a good energy reader. These people are in confinement, feeling restricted, lacking independence, and dissatisfied with current situation. These people are confined from you, and a lot of them are dissatisfied with their decisions towards you. Growth. I'm being called to say this, and then I'm gonna end the reading. You've grown. This is kind of like the Nine of Pentacles. And you look at this generational wealth. Yep. You've grown into your generational wealth. Because I just said this reminds me of the Nine of Pentacles. The growth. Excuse me. The growth card is like the Nine of Pentacles to me. And it grew you into your generational wealth. So I'm going to say this. And you're basking in your garden. It says cultivate a growth mindset and firmly believe that hard work and diligence will ultimately lead to your success. Yep. And you by yourself. You've grown by yourself. These people don't think that your silence, we ended the Divine Collective. They got too many burdens on them, or this created them too much heartbreak. They're not going to proceed. But see, look at you growing over here abundantly, but they just don't know because you ain't speaking to them. And you over here basking in your generational wealth, boo-boo. See, people got to be mindful how they treat people. Just because you're not speaking don't mean nothing moving. You got generational wealth. And I love it when I see this card with the police, because it's like you in this house and you looking out the house. You keep to yourself and you know you got divine protection 24 hours around the clock. Protection to the infinity and beyond. It says passing down wealth can build a legacy through investing in assets like property, stocks, and cash. You're investing. You know what to invest in now and who to invest in now. And you got protection along the way that you march on. Spirit not playing about you, and you know who's sitting at your table. A lot of people don't know who's sitting at their table, and that's unfortunate. You got a lot of people sitting at people's tables who really for enemies and foes. Trying to learn your recipes and how to take it. To cross a divine hierophant status individual, think you can get over. I'm just gonna say, you playing with fire, boo boo. You definitely playing with fire. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, Divine Collective. I hope it resonated. If it did not, do not force the fit, okay? I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a good day, a good night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light, blessings. Namaste.